everyone, welcome back. So we're going to do a subscriber mail unboxing today. I know who this is from. This is from my friend Jason Brett, who I met up with recently. Another video down below there somewhere. Didn't get any footage of the meetup, but we just had a quick picture and a good chat around on HMV. We talked about so many films in such a short space of time. So yeah, he messaged me the other week and said he was going to send me something across. I have no idea what it is. So yeah, let's open up and find out. I also know Jason really likes creature features as well, so he's into critters and things like that, same as me. So I figured it's a good opportunity to do a little collection kind of video tagging in with this subscriber mail video. So I'm going to go through my kind of little collection I've got here about all my creature features and what I grouped together. So I'm going to do that as well. But first, let's open up this package and see what Jason sent me. I think there's a note. Oh, there's a note. Let's read the note. Hi Ash, hope you enjoy the sub mail. It was great to meet you. All the best, Jason. Same to you. Same to you. All right. Well, let's see what we got in the package. So we have got two things, I think. Ooh. Banded together. Let me take them out. Oh wow. Okay. Not sure. Hang on. Let's see what we've got here. Aha. Right. So the first one. This is one I was actually looking for in HMV when we were in there together. I've been to HMV about, well, it should have been about 2 or 3 HMVs trying to find this one in the sale. And wherever I've gone, they've never had it. And we were looking up and down. I was looking everywhere for this. I was looking in the 101 section, the horror section, the sale section, the other sale section. Never to be found. Dolls. So the 101 label copy of Dolls. Thank you very much, Jason. I've been after that. You know I was talking to you about that as amongst so many other films as well. While we were in HMV. Fantastic. Great. I've never seen this one, so I really want to get my hands on this one, have a look at it. Looks like the kind of horror I'm into, you know, old school, all puppets and that sort of stuff with a bit of horror involved there. So yeah, really looking forward to watching that one. Thanks so much, Jason. Thanks for that. I've just realised what this one is. Jason, man. Oh, okay. Okay, so this one, I didn't recognise the cover. It's not a cover I'm familiar with, but I've just read, and it must be like an import, I guess, because the title on the cover isn't in English, but there is underneath in English, and I've just read what it was, and I can't believe it. The Return of the Living Dead. Never seen this cover. Now, I've no idea if Jason, he can't have known this, but this has basically been sitting in my Amazon basket for 6 months, 9 months, something like that. And it's always been so expensive, I've never pulled the trigger to buy it. And I've been watching it for so long to try and get hold of a copy. But this is exactly up my alley, and I can't believe Jason sent me this. This is so, thanks so much, Jason. I can't believe it. I'm gobsmacked. Wow. Thank you, Jason. Thanks so much, mate. I don't know how you knew that this would be the sort of thing, you know, I'd be after. I didn't know how you didn't know I didn't have it. It must have been pure luck, I guess, but or I don't know how you knew that I really wanted it, and it's been in my Amazon basket for so long. But yeah, thank you so much, mate. Thank you for that. I will definitely get onto that. I have seen this one before a long time ago. Had it on, I think, VHS maybe first, then DVD. But yeah, as far as I know, it hadn't had a UK Blu-ray release, I don't think. So I had my eyes on an import one through Amazon, but it's always been about £20, £25, like that. So I've never really got round to pulling the trigger on it. But yeah, fantastic. Can't believe it's in my collection now. So thank you once again, Jason. So like I said, if you haven't already, you've definitely got to go check out Jason's channel. He does such good content. Puts so much time and effort into his videos. You can really see and tell. Great guy as well. Like I said, met him a while back. So yeah, just go check out his channel. Give him a sub if you haven't already. He's such a fantastic guy. Okay, so let's get on to the collection, shall we? The creature feature collection. Now, I'm probably sure that, you know, even when I get through showing you guys all the rest of my stuff, like the horror ones, thriller ones, everything behind me, stuff to watch still, there's going to be some probably more ones that everyone's going to say, that should be in the creature feature section. Might be, don't know, might move them eventually. But basically, this is what I've got in there at the moment, and these are the ones that are basically a film that if I kind of think about watching this, predominantly I'm thinking about the creature in it is the main draw for me. So I'll show you what we got, and you'll see what I mean. So I've donned a hopefully semi-appropriate t-shirt for such a video, and let's go through the collection. So the first one in my collection, I put numbers first at the start of my kind of alphabetizing. Don't know if that's normal or not. I think it's quite normal. Is 47 meters down. Now this one was obviously, I think it's a German import, probably from Rare Waves or somewhere like that. Can't remember. Seen this one, really enjoyed it for what it was. Like, everyone loves a shark movie, right? They're normally bad, apart from the Jaws, obviously, is the classic. But yeah, 47 meters down wasn't too bad for me. Again, I know I keep saying it, but I project these things out and they look so good when they're sort of on a massive screen. And that's definitely one that does just see the open waves and the sort of the water and the sharks swimming about. So yeah, 47 meters down is the first one in my creature feature collection. So the next one in my creature feature collection is, you might have guessed it, 47 meters down, Uncaged. So, you know, as with most sequels, this is where they kind of just got a bit more crazy, bit more sharks, bit more girls, bit more everything. Quite enjoyed it. It's like it's one of those, you know, bad films that's really actually quite fun and enjoyable. But yeah, 47 meters down, another import. I think it was that one. I don't think they're UK Blu-rays available of these just yet. Whether they will do in the future, I don't know. But yeah, if you like shark movies, I really like it. You know, it's one of those films you crack a beer open on a hot summer's evening, put this on, blow it up as big as you can, and just sit back and enjoy it. Okay, so this next one is a classic. I don't think anyone can deny that, whether you like it or not. It is definitely a classic. And it's one of very few kind of 4Ks I've actually got. So I kind of try and pick the 4Ks that are really special to me. Or the only other time I pick up a 4K is if it's basically the same price as buying the Blu-ray, then I'll pick it up on the 4K format just to future-proof it. But this one was one that I went out and specifically got a 4K version of it because I love this film so much, and with the slip as well, just because I'm kind of getting into slips, or I have got into slips sort of, but equally I don't mind if they don't come with a slip. I just prefer if they can come with one. Anyway, the film, obviously Alien. So the original Alien movie, I'm sure everyone's seen this one, so I don't want to go into this one at all, but yeah, on 4K, Alien in the collection. So before buying that 4K, I had the Alien collection box set on Blu-ray. So I still kept hold of this because, you know, there's Aliens is still in here, which is really fun. Alien 3, obviously everyone knows that's not the best one. However, it is from my favourite director, David Fincher. So it'll always have a special place for me. And Alien Resurrection is one of those ones that kind of hit that sweet spot for me when I was growing up. It kind of got released when I was getting into all the kind of horror movies and just movies in general. So I know it's not a good film, but again, it's got that nostalgia hit for me, so it does the job for me particularly. And then, if you are into Alien, you know what's probably coming next after the 4 movies in that box set. It goes into Alien Covenant. Again, nice slipcover edition, and now this one I actually picked up in a charity shop, believe it or not, for a 3 for £1 deal with a nice slip on it, mint condition. Yeah, couldn't believe it, but picked this up. I think I picked up a couple of dud ones as well, just to, you know, ones I didn't even need, just to get the offer on it. So 33p this one cost me, bargain. So now this one is one that I need to rewatch soon, but I did watch it many years ago on DVD. I think the first version I saw this one. Thought it was okay. It's quite good, but it is that kind of like weird, wacky kind of creature feature I love, just to, you know, whack on and, like I say, crack open a beer and enjoy. And that is Black Sheep. So yeah, if you guys don't know about this one, I remember it being quite funny. Obviously not going to be the best of films, not going to win too many awards, but yeah, a good laugh. Just sheep going crazy, basically. Can't remember too much about it. Bit of a horror, bit of a kind of comedy. Yeah. So this next one I've got is a remake of obviously the original, I think 60s film. Is it 60s? You can let me know down below. I think it's 60s. So this is the remake of Clash of the Titans. Quite enjoyed this one. Again, another one of those. Pretty much most of these ones are just ones you want to blow up really big if you can on either a big screen or projector. And just sit back and enjoy, basically. Don't have to think too hard about them. There's some really good effects in this. I remember back in the day. I haven't watched it again for quite a while, so it does need a rewatch. But yeah, that's Clash of the Titans remake. So this next one, I saw this one in the cinema and was blown away by it. I couldn't believe it. It was kind of one of my favourite films, if not my favourite film, for about the next month, I think, or two, after seeing this at the cinema. And I actually saw this on a rare time, but I'd gone to the cinema to see a movie with a pal. We were so disappointed in that first movie, we couldn't go home. We had to go back in again to see something else in the hope that we might be surprised. So we went and saw, on the second time round, Cloverfield. Yeah, again, see this on a big screen, this was just like mind blowing at the time. I remember they had warnings everywhere in the cinema, people who were, you know, travel sick or motion sickness, that kind of thing, just to be extra careful because they were having people feeling really ill in the cinema. It's all kind of like, you know, first person cam stuff. Sure, everyone would have seen this one now, but if you haven't seen this one, fantastic film, highly recommend this one. So the next one is in the collection, one that's a bit more of a modern one now, from producer Sam Raimi. It is Crawl. So yeah, crocodile or alligator movie, I never know which one's which, but yeah, that's one in the collection there. Watch that. Not bad, not bad. Doesn't need a rewatch just to, you know, really appreciate it a bit more, I think. But anything like this, I just love having it on a collection. So this one is a trilogy box set I've picked up here, and the first one is obviously definitely the best one out of the three, whereas with most trilogies you find, but it's also one of those absolute classics that hit me again in that perfect sweet spot when I was growing up in probably the early 2000s, late 90s, when movies became really predominant for me. And that is the Deep Blue Sea collection. So you've got all three movies on there, all individual boxes. Fantastic. And obviously I'm sure everyone already knows these, but you know, especially the first one, just a classic shark movie. Just, you know, Sam Jackson scene in there everyone knows about, I'm sure, if you've seen it. Jump scares, sharks, what more can you ask for? Have seen number 2 and 3, quite nice artwork on these actually. Number 2 and number 3, they're not great. I think 2 is probably worse than 3 from memory, and 3 was okay. They're not great, but I feel like if you're going to do a collection of creature features, you might as well stick them all in if they come in a trilogy, eh? Now, this one was another one that I remember seeing the trailer for in the cinema when I was watching something else. I don't even know what that film was that I was watching. But I remember seeing a trailer, and the trailer, I was so disappointed when I went to go see this film eventually. I think I saw it first on VHS from like Blockbuster or something. The trailer was amazing. It made the hairs on the back of my neck stand up, and I remember sitting in the cinema thinking this film's going to be brilliant. It wasn't, but it was okay. It's okay. If you like this type of film, I actually quite enjoy it. You know, it's a little guilty pleasure of mine. But yeah, that is the 90s version of Godzilla. I think, again, Jason, I think, has got a poster of this in his movie room tour. If you go check out his channel, you'll see it. He's a big Godzilla fan, but more of the traditional ones. So yeah, this one, I've got a sweet spot for this one. It's got like a lot of fond memories for me. And if you haven't seen the actual trailer for this film, go now. Just go now to YouTube and search, you know, Godzilla trailer from the 90s. It's such a good trailer. These kids are walking around like a museum, a dinosaur museum, and they just keep hearing this like thudding noise in the background. Go check it out. It's brilliant. So my next one, if you might know what this one's going to be, it is the next Godzilla, when they did in sort of 2000s. I don't know what time it was now, 2013, 15, somewhere around there. Again, nice slipcover on it. I'm sure everyone would have seen this one by now, but it's the next Godzilla. Followed by Godzilla King of Monsters, which again, nice slipcover on there. Nice bit of spot gloss as well on the creatures you can kind of see. Yeah, not, you know, not a great film. It's an okay film, but it's got to be in the collection if you're collecting creature features. So this one obviously then came out in the lockdown, I think it was, in the UK. And as soon as I can get my hands on this one, because I watched it on streaming, certainly did. This was Godzilla vs. Kong. Really enjoyed this one. That was one of the ones I managed to stream, and it streamed on the old garage projector thing. So I had up on the big screen as best I could, considering we're in a lockdown. And yeah, really fantastic to see these two creatures. The effects in this obviously amazing. Yeah, really good, pretty good story in it. So there you go, Godzilla vs. Kong. So the next one in my creature feature collection is another childhood classic from me, Gremlins. Yep, love Gizmo. He's in somewhere up on my shelf as well. You probably spotted him in previous videos. Big fan of Gremlins. And number 2 as well, which funny enough is going to be the next one in my collection. So yeah, I actually probably prefer Gremlins 2 slightly. Gremlins 1 is a bit more serious, obviously, than Gremlins 2. Gremlins 2 was just crazy, and I loved it. Absolutely loved it as a kid. Yeah, used to have this one on VHS, and used to watch it constantly. So Gremlins 2. Now this one here is going back to like a point I've been making in some previous videos now, but this one's on the premium collection from HMV, whereas Gremlins, the original one, is just a normal studio release. So this is why I like to keep mine now away from the studio releases or from the kind of like premium collections. I've kind of split up now. I used to have them together, but when I want to watch Gremlins, I feel like I like to just see Gremlins followed by Gremlins 2 on the shelf, rather than just having Gremlins down here and then Gremlins 2 in the mix of a load of other random films from the premium collection. So another creature feature coming up, which will be The Host. So yeah, if you haven't seen this one, it's pretty good. I think it's a subtitled one from what I remember. But yeah, that's a pretty good creature feature there. Doesn't have a lot of the creature in it, to be honest. Some of the best ones don't, though, to be fair. Quite recently watched this one as well, so it's not one I kind of have that nostalgia hit for, but it's, yeah, The Host. Jaws, absolute classic. Everyone's seen Jaws, right? You know, everyone loves Jaws. So some more classics now. Spielberg classic, again, comes in the trilogy set, and another one I saw at the cinema. So the original one I do remember seeing at the cinema, and again being amazed by seeing these dinosaurs up on the big screen for the first time. Yeah, fantastic film. Second one, don't mind. Third one, don't mind. But obviously that first one has just got a real kind of nostalgia hit for me, and sort of lots of fond memories from growing up and going to the cinema to see it. Yeah. So this next one is going to be obviously still going on with the Jurassic Park / Jurassic World series they've done. So Jurassic World, I actually quite like this one. I thought this was quite good. I did enjoy all that kind of nostalgia stuff they throw in there just for people like me. But you know, why not? It's there for me to enjoy. And then the next one was obviously the sequel to that, which was it Fallen Kingdom? Yeah, Fallen Kingdom. And now this is a good example of what I mean by I will pick up a 4K if I see it pretty much the same price as the Blu-rays, or at least really, really cheap. So I actually picked these up fairly recently in the double pack on the 4K just to upgrade the resolution there. And I think this was about $7.99 off eBay for the two movies. So, you know, I'm going to probably put these in a tray and stick them in there if I can, just to reduce space a little bit. But because it is only the 4Ks in there, I believe. I don't think you've got the actual Blu-rays in that one. But I've got the Blu-rays, so I can always slip them in that case. So there you go. So the next lot are King Kong movies. So I've got actually a King Kong DVD box set, which is quite a nice box set actually. It opens up into like the Empire State Building when you unfold it all. But I'm slowly upgrading those ones that are in that box set on Blu-ray when I spot them, at least for a reasonable price. And also there's a couple of other King Kong ones that have come out since that box set as well. So the first one I've got in the collection for that is King Kong Escape. You've probably seen this one on a fairly recent pickups video if you've watched that. Can't remember if I've seen this one or not. It's probably one I put on way back when that box set was kind of like newer for me. But yeah, definitely needs a revisit because it looks fantastic off that cover. A great one to again just blow up on a big screen. And the next one, the original King Kong versus Godzilla. Again, another one that was in that sort of DVD box set that I've just upgraded onto Blu-ray just to get a bit more resolution behind it to blow it up big. Then we go on to Peter Jackson's King Kong. Again, did I see that? I think I saw this one in the cinema as well, actually, from memory. Yeah, back at the day, it was pretty good. I think I was working in the video store when this one actually came out, so there's a lot of hype around this, a lot of marketing about it. And I remember just this, I think there was a dinosaur battle scene in it from memory where they're like just going at it. I remember really enjoying that when I was younger. I'm sure today's the CGI just doesn't hold up anywhere near what you get from for your money nowadays, but you know, it'll still have that kind of fond memory for me. And then one I really enjoyed for the modern ones, Kong Skull Island. Missed out on a slipcover on this one. I nearly picked it up again in CEX a few months ago because I saw an edition coming there, but I thought, do I want to pay another £4 just to get a slip? Kinda, but no, I didn't. I resisted. So the next one, we're going off the Kong movies now. This one actually is a classic film, and I'm sure I know a lot of my sort of friends have watched this growing up, and it's part of their kind of childhood favourites. But It was the first time watch for me only really a few weeks ago, a few weeks, maybe a month, and that is Little Shop of Horrors. So I'd heard about it. I love this. Is it Rick Moranis? So yeah, I love him in Honey I Shrunk the Kids and all the other ones that I kind of grew up with. Just this one somehow didn't get watched when I was growing up. Um, and it's also done by, I think it's Frank Oz, who does a lot of the stuff with Jim Henson, and I'm a massive Jim Henson fan. Like anything he's doing, I'm really into. Labyrinth, for example, is like probably my favourite film of all time. So anything these two guys get involved in, I really want to check out. So I don't know how this one's took so long for me to watch, but yeah, pretty enjoyed it. Again, love the creature feature in it. This kind of character going on here. Yeah, I think maybe if I'd have grown up with it, it would have had that extra sort of special connection for me, a bit of nostalgia involved in it. But yeah, still pretty good nonetheless. So now we're back into some shark movies. You've got to love a shark movie. So Jason Statham in The Meg. I'm sure everyone's seen this one. And then also another import I had to get, because again, I don't think all of these are available on UK Blu-ray, if any. Not sure. But the first one I had on DVD, actually the first two I had on DVD, so I've upgraded those. And that is Open Water Trilogy. Not bad, not bad. They're not as big budget as a lot of the other ones, especially the first one. But I remember watching the first one on DVD when it first came out. I think, again, I was working in the video store then. Quite enjoyed it. It's more realistic than a lot of the other ones, so there's just like more handheld kind of footage I seem to remember, of a couple just going away, based on a true story as well, supposedly. You never know how much truth is in that story, but yeah. And then you got Open Water, I think it's two there, that used to call it Adrift. Don't know if it's still Adrift on there. And then you got Cage Dive. So yeah, I love a shark movie. I'll always put these on and just, like I say, sit back and relax and enjoy these for what they are. So this one I saw it at cinema, and to be honest, I didn't. I think I'm the only person in the world that didn't enjoy this one. You might ask why I've got it in the collection, but I think when you feel like you're the only one that doesn't enjoy a film, I almost want to buy it just to keep watching it until I understand what everyone enjoys about it. It was all right. It was all right. I just feel like it got, hyped, and still to this day is kind of like hyped a bit more than what it should have been or could have been for me. Maybe I've missed something. I'm gonna keep rewatching it until I get it, until I get on that kind of like same wavelength as everyone else. But that is Pacific Rim. So for me, when I watched it at cinema, the comic relief guys in it just annoyed me, and everything about this just reminded me of like Power Rangers, basically, like just Zords as its Zords, just like wandering about. Don't know, like I say, didn't dislike it particularly. I thought it was an okay film, and everyone else seems to think it's amazing. Let me know down below if anyone else is out there that doesn't really like this as much as I do as well. Let me know. So now we're on to another classic. Joe Dante's, apparently, depends how much you believe of that, Piranha. I do quite like this one. I like these old creature feature ones. They've got a bit of something about them you just can't get nowadays, where they use like practical effects, and just the way they were shot was all different. It's all on film normally. So yeah, I think it was a second sight release, this one as well. Really nice. Piranha. So as I've just shown Piranha, you can probably guess where we're going next with the next one. So 88 films, Piranha 2, The Spawning. Again, quite like it. It's all right. It's not bad. A lot of people really don't like this one. Depends what you're going in expecting, I think. But I enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty decent. I love this edition as well. It comes with a poster inside, and it's got this lovely slipcase on it. I love the cover art. So yeah, Piranha 2. And the next one, again, I really enjoy these for what they are. I understand what they are, so I'm not expecting miracles. Piranha 3D, had a really good time with this one, always do. And even to some sort of slightly lesser extent, Piranha 3 Double D. So now we're going on to another trilogy set, which is, I mean, for me, they're really more of a kind of like just two movies, and then they're thrown in more of a later sequel in there, really. But it is a nice edition, really nice looking edition, Predator Trilogy. It's a really nice shiny box on that one. But yeah, you get all three Predator movies in there. So you got this first Predator, which I do want to upgrade on 4K when I can, because I keep hearing that's amazing. I did stream it, I think, on the Disney Plus a few weeks back, and it did look stunning. Predator 2 obviously in there, which I don't mind, and then the Predators, which again is okay, not too bad. But yeah, that's the Predators trilogy. And then this next one was actually, I think this is like the opposite to Pacific Rim for me. Like everyone else seemed to really not like this, and I seem to be the only one that did like it. Predator. Yeah, I mean, I did. You know, it's not as good as the first one, obviously, but I still rate this pretty highly. I like the look of the Predator. I like the bigger ones that came into this. So yeah, but again, if anyone else is out there that enjoyed this one, pretty much, then let me know. Make sure I'm not alone, please. So what have we got next? The next one in my collection for creature features is The Rock in Rampage. Now this just ticks all the boxes for me. You know, when you want to just, like I keep saying, sit back and not worry or think about anything else in the world, and you just want to see some crazy stuff going on. This ticks all those boxes. So you got The Rock, you got like a huge, what was that, a T-Rex or something in the background there. I saw this a while back and I really enjoyed it. Yeah, I might even put this on tonight actually. So back on to some more shark movies. I love a shark movie, and that is The Reef. If you haven't seen this one, it's pretty decent. I think, again, it was another import one I had on DVD back in the day, but it's a really decent film for what it is for shark movies. You don't get very many decent ones. Yeah, I enjoyed that one. Worth looking into if you like your shark movies. So now we're going back on to a crocodile or alligator movie, and that's called Rogue. So this one, again, another good one. Not one you see out in the wild too often, I don't think, or I don't anyway around here. But yeah, basically from memory, this one's there's a group of tourists, I think in Australia or somewhere, on a little boat or barge going around, and this killer croc comes after them basically. But pretty decent from what I remember. 3 more shark movies. I don't know if there's loads more shark movies I'm sure out there. I'm going to tell this, and everyone's going to list them down below. But yeah, I think I've tried to avoid the really, really bad shark movies, he says. So this next one here is The Shallows. Really impressed by this one. I think most people pretty much enjoyed it for what it was. Yeah, so I'm not going to go too far into this one. I'm sure everyone has already seen this one, but Shallows. And then you've got, saying about bad shark movies, is 2 right here. So probably the worst one. I haven't seen it for a long time, but worst one in my collection for shark movies anyway. Shark Night 3D. I'm pretty sure I started rewatching this about 6 months ago, and I ended up turning it off after the first 10 minutes. I just wasn't ready for it. You know, I needed to reevaluate my expectations for this film. I'll give it another rewatch though, because I do, like I say, I love a shark movie. This one you might have seen in a pickups video, Sharknado, with a lovely lenticular on the front there. I think it's quite picking it up, but yeah, fantastic. Again, another kind of staple if you like shark movies, you've got to have this one in there. So we got 4 more to go in this collection. So this one is another import, because again it doesn't have a UK Blu-ray to my knowledge. James Gunn movie from what I remember, and Slither. So again, another one of those DVD ones that I kind of upgraded to Blu-ray. Remember being really good. I did rewatch this when I first got the Blu-ray come through not that long ago. Still got some really good scenes in it. But yeah, if you haven't seen Slither, worth checking out, especially if you like James Gunn movies as well. And then the next one is a Samuel L. Jackson movie, I should say, Snakes on a Plane. You know, I'm sure everyone's seen this one too, but it is literally what it says. There's snakes on a plane. So last 2, we've got Wrath of the Titans. So I had Clash of the Titans earlier at the start, and Wrath of the Titans, yeah, didn't mind this one. Again, you know, these big budget ones you can just not think about. Ticks the boxes for that. And then the last one in my collection is one I'm sure I saw probably too long ago now, but yeah, you'll see as soon as you see the title, you'll understand if you've now got an idea of what type of films I like collecting. Zombievers. There you go. Ended on a high note, hey. So yeah, if you haven't seen this one, it's Zombie Beavers. There you go. So that's it. That's my creature feature collection and unboxing some subscriber mail from Jason Brett. So again, go over to his channel, check him out. He's a fantastic guy. Thank you so much again, Jason, for these 2, especially this one. I don't even know still. There's an amazing cover on this one as well, by the way. I haven't seen this one. Not familiar with that image, but yeah. If you haven't gone over to Jason's channel, please do so. Please give him a bit of a sub. Yeah, he's getting close to, you know, I think he's getting on for nearly 1,000 subscribers. He's on like 700 and something at the minute. So it'd be really nice to push this guy up to 1,000, because he really deserves it. Yeah, thanks again, mate, and I'll see everyone again next time.